Attention real estate investors, the BRRRR strategy is dead. What's going on, guys? Ryan here, Director of Operations at BRRRR Real Estate, and today we are going to talk about the BRRRR strategy. Now, I'm sure as most of you know, a good BRRRR deal is becoming harder and harder to find. Today, we're going to dive into why that is. If you guys want access to tons of free real estate investing tips and tricks, please follow us and check out our website, BRRRR.com. Now, before I start trashing this strategy, remember, I personally have done 11 of these BRRRR deals over the last couple of years. I love this strategy, but let's be realistic. Does it work in today's climate? Investing is not about what has worked in the past, it's what works right now. For those of you who don't know, let's recap what a BRRRR is. BRRRR stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. It's a very popular investment strategy where you buy a distressed property, renovate it, rent it out, and refinance, pull back the money you initially invested. Then you use that capital you pulled out to repeat the process. While some say the BRRRR strategy is completely dead, the truth is it's not. However, it's nowhere near as powerful as it was 2 or 3 years ago. Let's explore why. One of the reasons is that prices are still incredibly high from the sub 3% interest rates we were seeing in 2021, 2022. And then you pair that with the huge demand for real estate during the COVID-19 pandemic, prices are going to skyrocket. Now, to illustrate the impact of these fluctuating interest rates, let's look at an example. Suppose you live in Massachusetts and you just bought a $600,000 property on a 30-year mortgage at 75% loan to value. So your loan is $450,000. At an interest rate of 3%, your monthly payment would be about $2,827 a month. Now, that exact same mortgage at a 7.5% interest rate, your monthly payment will be $4,076. Now, that might not be exact for your state because taxes and insurance can fluctuate by area, but the example still stands. You can see you have significantly less buying power today than you did 2 years ago. And the only thing that changed was the interest rate. On top of that, there's way less inventory than there was 2 years ago. Homeowners are locked into their sub 3% mortgages and they don't want to sell and re-enter the market where they have to get a mortgage for 7 to 8%, meaning they don't want to sell and they're not going anywhere. While there's still plenty of distressed properties out there to buy, the challenge arises from the refinance when you go to pull your money back out of the deal on the back end that you paid for your purchase, rehab, and holding costs. If you intend to refinance the full 75% LTV the banks offer, that mortgage payment could be most, if not all, of your monthly rental income. Investors must adapt and find new ways to navigate these waters in 2023. One way to combat this issue is using less leverage. If you leave more cash in the deal and refinance at a lower loan-to-value percentage, such as 50 to 70% instead of the full 75%, your mortgage payment will be lower and your cash flow will be higher. And remember, for a BRRRR strategy to work, it must cash flow from day one. For a BRRRR deal to work for us, we require at least a 20% cash-on-cash return and at least $150 of true cash flow per door. These could be found very easily a couple years ago, but today we need to analyze 2, maybe 3 times as many units before we get a good property. It is crucial in your underwriting to know what the market interest rates are and know what your PITI payment will be, or your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. This will usually all be lumped up into your mortgage payment to the bank in something called an escrow, which we can get into in a later video. It's also extremely important to remember what true cash flow is. True cash flow is the amount of money left over after your PITI payment and setting aside 15 to 20% for any maintenance or CapExes incurred by the property over time. And your property management. We have a full-length video right here or right there. I don't know where they're going to put it, but it's going to be somewhere, and you guys check it out if you want to know full step-by-step on analyzing a property start to finish. So to recap, while the BRRRR strategy might not be completely dead, the deals where investors are able to refinance, pull out all of their capital, and have it cash flow from day one, that's a thing of the past. Again, as a real estate investor, you must adapt to whatever the market conditions are today. Do not get stuck in your old ways because they will not work today in 2023. The BRRRR strategy may need some adjustments, but with proper underwriting and realistic expectations, it can still be a valuable investment tool that you might just keep in the toolbox for the next couple of years till interest rates come back down. Remember, stay informed, crunch the numbers, and be flexible in your strategies. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Please smash that notification button, subscribe to our channel, check out our website, BRRRR.com, and subscribe to our newsletter for all things real estate. As always, it is 100% free. Please help us reach as many people as possible so we can help you guys avoid the same mistakes that we made along the way. My name is Ryan, BRRRR Real Estate. See you next time. Yep.